So almost every day I get a question, a comment, a DM asking what is wrong with my hair. Sad face emoji. 9 times out of 10, these people are struggling with frizzy curls that just don't last past day one. But aside from that, there's no other context given. I don't know what products this person is using. I don't know how long they've been wearing their hair curly, whether they have bleach damage. I really don't know anything. I see this all the time in curly Facebook groups too. Like, people literally just post a photo of themselves saying, "What am I doing wrong?" with no other detail, and people actually try to answer in the comments without asking for more information. Now, this is one of those things that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit, but I get it. As a new curly, you might not understand what information is relevant and what you should be paying attention to when trying to figure out what's going on with your curls. So, with all of that in mind, I wanted to give you guys a list of questions that you can ask yourself the next time you're trying to figure out what's going on with your curls. And hopefully this framework will make troubleshooting a little bit easier. But before we hop into it, my name is Brittany, also known as Brit Curls on the internet. Nice to meet you. Here we do all things curly hair, so if you want to rock your best curls, make sure to tap that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified every time I post. Let's get into it. Question 1. Do my hair goals align with how long I've been wearing my hair curly? So let's be real here. If you've been wearing your hair curly for 2 weeks, you're probably not going to get the same results that I do. Or if you have bleach damage, chemical damage, heat damage from straightening every day, these factors can really affect how your curls are going to come out. And I know that no one wants to hear this, but the best thing for curly hair is time. Time to not only get your hair to a healthy state, but time to learn about your curls and learn about what it likes. Now, this may seem overwhelming at first, but trust me, it gets easier. So question 2, are the results I'm experiencing a new problem? And if so, when did it start? Maybe you were getting good results at some point, but then it just kind of stopped and now you're in like a weird curly hair rut. So in order to figure out what's going on here, there's actually some sub-questions under this question. So question number 2A, have you clarified recently? So a clarifying wash is always my first go-to step anytime my curls are just acting a little bit funky. So for those of you that don't know, a clarifying shampoo is a little bit stronger than your average shampoo and doesn't really contain any moisturizing ingredients. It's just meant to be cleansing. So a clarifying shampoo is the perfect way to give your curls a reset. I like VO5 clarifying shampoo and Suave clarifying shampoo. Both of these are on the stronger side, so I personally wouldn't use these too often, but they are, once again, a great clean slate step for your curls. So number 2B, are you using the same products over and over again? Now we're gonna go a little more in depth on this topic later in the video, but using the same products over and over again can kind of send your hair into a little bit of overload or kind of deprive you of the essential hair nutrients that you need. And you've probably heard me describe this before when talking about protein moisture balance. Using too much protein can lead to bad results, or using too many moisturizing products can also lead to bad results. So keeping your hair balanced is really, really important, and rotating some of your products is just one easy way to do that, but once again, gonna touch on that a little bit more in depth later in the video. Number 2C, is it gross outside? Extreme weather, especially that which is really dry or really humid, can have a drastic effect on how your curls come out, especially if you're using products that are high in humectants. So humectants are fantastic ingredients that really work to moisturize your curls and pull moisture into the hair shaft. But in super dry weather, this can kind of have the opposite effect, where it might end up pulling moisture out of your hair if there's not enough moisture in the air, or in super humid weather, it could act to pull too much moisture into your hair, leading to frizz. So if you live in either one of these climates, or if the weather just happens to be like that one day, it might be worth avoiding humectants in some of your products. So you might want to look into avoiding ingredients such as glycerin, panthenol, propylene glycol, etc., because those may help you cut down on frizz and get better results in these extreme weather conditions. Now, if you want more information on this topic and what weather conditions specifically to look out for, you can check out my dew points video, which I will link up in the cards and in the description box below. That should definitely help if you think that this is your issue. Question number 2D. Now this is kind of like a bonus question because it's very specific. Have you moved recently? So if you've moved recently and you're experiencing like not so good washes, it could be that your water is a little bit different than what you're used to. And oftentimes when people see some negative results after they've moved is because their water is a little more hard than they were used to. So hard water has a high mineral content that can build up on your hair, causing frizz and, not so good results. So an easy way to adjust for this is to add something like a chelating shampoo into your routine. Chelating shampoos can remove hard water buildup, which is something that your average clarifying shampoo can't do. So if clarifying isn't working and you think it might be your water, definitely look into this sort of shampoo. Something like the Ion Hard Water Shampoo is a great option here. Question number 3. Am I using the right products for my hair? A super common comment that I get all the time is from really fine-haired wavies who are using products that are just way too heavy for their curls. So keep in mind that certain ingredients, certain products are heavier than others, which can affect how your hair looks. Ingredients such as butters like cocoa butter or shea butter and oils such as coconut oil can definitely be on the heavier side, which can lead to limp, weighed down, and kind of frizzy curls. To give a personal example, I have to be really careful when I use products that are high in these ingredients because they can really weigh down my hair. So either I use just the tiniest bit of product or I just avoid the products completely. I also want to note that for most new curlies, I recommend using one moisturizing product, so that's a leave-in or a cream, not both, and one gel. And I recommend this because it's just kind of an easy way to curb the amount of moisture you're using so that hopefully your hair doesn't get too weighed down. Okay, question number 4. Am I using the right amount of product? So it's very hard to give a broad generalization here about how much product everyone should be using because of course everyone's hair varies, and of course this is going to vary from product to product. So I have gels that I can seriously pile on, and I have other gels that I have to use super sparingly because they're a little heavier. But getting that perfect formula of the right amount of product for your hair can make a big difference. So if you're interested, I'm going to put on the screen, I would say like the average product amount that I use. And now once again, keep in mind that this does vary greatly. But if you just kind of want a baseline of something to go off of, this might be helpful. Question number 5. Am I using any products with protein? So as I alluded to earlier in this video, protein can make a big difference for curls. Protein in hair products can lend structure, strength, and shine. If your curls are lacking bounce, protein might be what they need. Protein can also act as a kind of a moisturizing ingredient as it helps patch weaker sections of the hair shaft and can also help seal moisture in, which is definitely essential. Many curlies are not using any protein in their hair products, and trust me when I say that this can make a big difference. Personally, my hair gets limp and frizzy if I don't use it consistently, and it's really the only reason that I am able to get multi-day curls. So there's a couple different ways that you can get protein in your routine. So this could be in your stylers or in a treatment. So if you're gonna do it in your stylers, I would recommend picking up a high protein product and just adding it into a rotation. So maybe you use that product a couple times and then you rotate to a low or no protein product just to keep your hair balanced so that it doesn't get overloaded. Or you can go the treatment route. So I like using the Mender by Botanica Beauty, and I use this about once a month to keep my hair looking good. Now, if you want to know if protein is in your products, take a look at this list of protein ingredients and make sure you're looking to see whether they're near the top of the list, ideally within the first 5 ingredients, because that would signal that that is a high protein product. Now, if you're looking at your products and you're like, wow, all of them have protein, they're really high in protein, you might want to add in a low or no protein product into your routine just to once again keep that balance and put it in your rotation. Now, if you want a more in-depth look on this topic, you can check my protein moisture balance video, which I will put up in the cards and in the description box down below. Alrighty, question number 5. Am I styling in a way that's suited to my curls? So I'm gonna put 2 pictures up on the screen here, and what if I told you that in both of these photos I styled with the same exact products and This is not actually a before and after. Both of these were taken mere weeks apart. The biggest difference with these photos is the way that I styled my hair. So I could make my hair look like this tomorrow if I wanted to. It's just down to the way that I styled. So in this photo, I had styled upright, my hair was kind of damp, and I just raked down from the top, and that was really it. No scrunching, nothing like that. And then in this photo, I used my brush styling routine, which I'll link up in the cards, but that involved using a brush to create clumps and distribute product. I was scrunching, I was styling upside down, I was styling in a way that was better suited to my curls. So of course there's no one way that everyone should be styling their hair, but I definitely recommend that everyone kind of experiment with different styling techniques, different routines that they see on YouTube or on Instagram, just so they can kind of play around with what might work for them. I'm also considering making a video that goes a little bit more in depth on styling and what you might be doing wrong. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know in the comments down below. Alrighty, so I hope this framework was helpful for you guys for the next time that you are experiencing some trouble with your curls. So if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And once again, let me know in the comments if you would like to see a little bit more of an in-depth video on styling. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. It is 11:37 p.m. for me, and I'll see you guys soon.